Obadiah, message to Esau. Your mightiest soldiers will be confused and helpless to prevent the slaughter. And why? Because of what you did to your brother, Israel. Now your sins will be exposed for all to see. You will be ashamed and defenseless, and you will be cut off forever.
Strongest of oak is the gallows, tightest of knots is the noose. Why, oh, why did I kill that man? Now I'll never get loose. Now I'll never get loose.
So we want to play a little game. We want to play a little guessing game. We want to put these lines here. And we want to set up. These are the gallows where the man gets hung if you guess the wrong letter. So you said an O? Nope, no O. P? No P. Q? No Q. R? No R. S? Nope. A? Nope. T? One T. B? No B. You lose. You tell me this ain't wicked? Even a child can see that this is wicked. How does a grown-ass woman not know, especially knowing where we come from, knowing our history, how does a grown man or a woman not know that this is wicked? How does a principal, he's supposed to be for the community, love the people. People give utmost respect to these idiots, to these people, yo. And this the kind of shit that they do with the children? How do you not see it for what it is? Military industrial complex. We trust these people. And we send our children in there to do this. This is where we come from. That's where we come from. Thank you. This is where we come from. This is our history. This is wicked. This is psychological warfare that they're putting on us. To get us to learn their little words, they put it inside of a game. And this kind of game right here, that's how they get you to learn their language and their words and their lies that they want you to learn. This is how they get you to do it. By playing this game right here. Are you serious? You want to pay? You're going to pay. You will pay. Not because I think so, because I know so. And yeah, I want you to pay. And you will. It's bullshit. But we send our children to these monkeys every day. And I ain't never heard nobody complain about this. I'm the only one I ever heard complain about this in my life. Have you ever heard anybody complain about this? You know why? You know why not? It's so obviously wicked, right? But you know why? Because of the spell that we're under. That's why. That's why of all these billions of people, you never heard nobody mention nothing about it. I'm years in advance. Will they ever complain about this? I don't know. I don't know if anybody will ever mention it. I don't know, but I'm usually a few years in advance. I don't know. I don't know. That's a man hanging dead from a noose. That's like all right, that's equivalent to doing this. That's equivalent to doing this, okay? We're gonna make a okay, we're gonna make a bed. Let's say that there's a game like this. We're gonna make a bed, that's the pillow. And here is the bed. Okay? And here's the machine. This is the lethal injection machine. Okay? And this is the wire that pumps the poison into the veins. When we start this game off, it already has a arm with the lethal injection hooked into the arm. Now, we're going to guess. Okay? You said P? No P. So we're going to draw the head of the man laying on the bed. You feel me? Some dumb shit like that. Q, no Q. So now we're going to make, we'll make the guy's torso. Z, nope, no Z. One leg. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're finally done, you have a man laying on a bed who's he's dead from lethal injection. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. Or you want to make a chair with a man sitting there about to get a leg. It's the same exact thing. But the only difference is these was the means of how they killed us. This is a very popular way of killing black folks. They did it at cookouts, picnics. They did it on the plantation in private. They did it in public, down at the city hall. You know what I'm saying? They did it at fucking fairs, circuses, annual celebrations for the town. They did it. You hear me? They always did it. They did it at birthday parties. They did it on Christmas. They did it on Thanksgiving. They did it on the 4th of July. They did it on New Year's. You hear me? What do you want for your birthday, hon? I want that nigger, that smart mouth one hung on my birthday. Which one? Oh, Earl? He ain't no smart mouth. I want him hung on my birthday. All right. They fucking hang him. Come on. But they want to play a game. That's what you don't understand. They want to play a fucking game like this. You hear me? This shit ain't no joke. It's time for us to wake the hell up and stop playing with these fucking monkeys. You're sitting there trying to love somebody who's unlovable. Stop it. Wake the hell up. Or get your ass ran over with them. Oh, that's hate speech. Shut your ass up. Fake ass. You ain't no goddamn nice woman. That soft-spoken tone don't mean shit to me. Fuck you mean? Think about this. Every day you send your children to go to school and be psychologically mind fucked. Psychological warfare. Propagated to his young, vulnerable mind. You hear me? And then you wonder why we grow up useless, homicidal, suicidal. No respect for anybody around us. But we respect these goddamn devils who ain't never did nothing good for us. Why? Because ain't shit changed. If you go back to the plantation days, we might have argued and fought amongst each other. But guess who we had respect for? The little white boy. He'd come up and call you a boy. You'd be 60 years old. And a 13-year-old would be like, come here, boy. And you don't argue, you don't say nothing back. You put your head down, you walk your ass over there. You know why? Because he was in charge of your livelihood. You give him a dirty look, you don't eat. And it's the same way right now. These people control your jobs, your homes. They control religion, politics, your paycheck, economics, right? The Pope is white. The Queen is white. The ones who's cutting checks in Hollywood is white. Will Smith answers to a white man. You hear me? So that's why you have the utmost. No, we're all bros. No, we're all bros. We're not all bros. Did you see what Obadiah said? What did Obadiah say? Since we're all bros, what did Obadiah say? Most High says up here, he says, I will cut down to size among the nations the Edomites, making you small and hated. Why? Because of what you did to your brother Israel. So while you're sitting here saying we're all bros They ain't saying that. They ain't never said it. They'll smile to you. They'll smile to your child. They'll be like, who wants to play hangman? That whole class gets happy. Me. I was one of them. I know. I was a little child who loved to play that shit. They hated my fucking guts. Because of what you did to your brother Israel, now your sins will be exposed for all to see. Ashamed and defenseless, you will be cut off forever. For you deserted Israel in his time of need. And now, when the Most High is paying these pink bastards back, the beginning has begun. Now, we want to sit there and try to say, we're all bros, we're friends. No, that doesn't matter, bro. No, color doesn't. Are you serious? It don't matter. Then why they only playing that fucking game with us? If it don't matter, then how come we're the only ones that fell victim to this type of shit? And how come we're also the only ones that's playing these types of games? Huh? This is crimes, war crimes on humanity. Don't you get that? Every day in school, war crimes on humanity. Psychologically getting a person to hate themselves. Getting somebody to celebrate the death of their own ancestors in a fucking game. Are you kidding me? We don't have the hearts to do that shit back and return to them. So you can sit and say, brother, you're so hateful. No, I'm not, because I wouldn't play this. I don't have it in me to do this, to play this with a bunch of little white boys, or a type of way that let's say white people used to get tortured and maimed, which it never happened. But if it was to happen, like, that's like, okay, the so-called, what were they? The so-called Jews. They were so-called killed in gas chambers, right? So what the fuck would I, after them going through so much, those being the survivors or the descendants of the ones who got caught in that tragedy, right? That's like me sitting up playing a game in the hoods where they're at, in the ghettos, and with their children. We're going to play a little game. If you guess too many wrong, the truck on the back of this closing, the gas chamber comes on and everybody dies. Would anybody see anything wrong with that then? They would, right? If they come from a history of being killed in that type of way. But how come we don't? And guess what? If I was to try to play that kind of game with them, guess what? Everybody would see what's wrong with it. But us, this is our history, bruh. This is how they did us. How come nobody got nothing to say? How come nobody sees it? I mean, nobody. If we was to do that with them, even a child would say, nah, that ain't right. How you gonna play a game? Nah, that's mocking our... Nah, even a child would say that. But how come we can't see it? Wake the fuck up. Wake up. We're under a spell and it's time to wake up. I'm out. Peace.
Strongest of oak is the gallows, tightest of knots is the noose. Why, oh, why did I kill that man? Now I'll never get loose. Now I'll never get loose.
Dein Leben ist zu Ende, ist dir das klar?
I've rode o'er hot, dry deserts and over mountains tall. I believed in the Badlands saying a good gun never falls. A good gun never falls. Well, Adam, listen to me. Yeah, hear the words I tell. If you can help it, don't you cross the law. You'll spend your days in, well, you'll finish your life in